Okay, some exciting news for long-term renters, well, I guess even short-term renters that have wanted to become homeowners. Fannie Mae just released last week that, it was like on the 11th, that a positive rental payment history will be taken into account in the government sponsors entities underwriting system. Oh, don't forget, give this a thumbs up if you find some information handy here. Don't forget to hit subscribe. You can probably hit the smiley face. Down below is a link. My face will come up at the end. But for people that have been basically doing long-term rents, maybe that's the only credit that they have. Maybe they can barely keep their rent up, but they've been paying their rent on time for a period of time. That is now going to help them to get a loan through the Fannie Mae underwriting program. It will make it easier for renters to become homeowners, and golly, we need that. Now, of course, I wish we had more inventory. But for first-time home buyers, it's actually a really great thing, particularly for the ones, like I said right in the beginning, that haven't established credit. So let's say we've got a family that's living check to check to check to check. They can't even afford to have a credit card. They don't want to have a credit card maybe because they're afraid that they're going to charge up their credit and not pay it off. So they have basically nothing that shows they have much in the way of credit. Their FICO score looks like 0. Well, if they now have the ability to say, well, look, my landlord is showing that for the past 2 years I've been paying my rent on time, that should cover that. I mean, that should apply to their credit worthiness. If they've been paying, $200 or not $200, $2,000 or $1,200 or $2,500 a month in rent for 2 years, that is to me a great showing that they are financially stable. To a certain point, of course. Now, if they're paying their rent on time, but of course they have a credit card that's like way ridiculous over the top and they haven't been paying that on time, that's not going to help. But I thought it was so great, and this is what I want to share with you. In a study of recent unfavorable recommendations from its desktop underwriting system, meaning that Fannie Mae, they do this thing where you plug in these certain numbers, you plug in how much money they make, you plug in what your debt is, you plug in what the interest rate's going to be. It knows what your FICO score is, and it tells you this is what your debt to income ratio is, and this is the favorable or the unfavorable. This is a likelihood that these are good candidates for a home loan. So in a study of recent unfavorable, meaning that they were declined, unfavorable recommendations from its desktop underwriting system, Fannie Mae found that 17% of those would have been approved had their rental history been considered. 17%, that's a lot. That's a lot for people that are denied trying to get a home. People that are, this isn't happy for landlords, but for people that just, they just have little established credit history. That's who this is important for. The people that have been paying their rent, but they don't have a good credit history, or they don't have an established credit history. Let me correct myself. If you have a credit history that looks like poop, this isn't going to help you. But if you don't have much of an established credit history, i.e., you don't have a car loan, you don't have a credit card that you've been paying on, you don't have a layaway program that you've been paying on, you don't show that you've been making these regular payments for whatever reason, not that you've been making irregular payments, but you just haven't established credit, rental payments on time are now going to be part of the picture for Fannie Mae's underwriter approval process. I think that's fabulous. I'm very excited about it. It went into effect last week. It's effective immediately, so I'm sure a lot of lenders are looking at it. But if you are a long-term renter and you have no other credit established, not bad credit, remember, no other credit established, definitely give a call out to your trusted lender. I have several. I can help you with that. And see if your income and your debt ratios are good, and that having this good rental history is enough to help you show your credit worthiness. If you have any questions about real estate, just give me a shout, Lauren@keepyourwits.com. You can text me, you can call me, 661-313-5470. Otherwise, on-time rent now counts in Fannie Mae underwriting. Thumbs up. subscribe. Hit my face to subscribe. And remember, keep your wits about you when buying or selling your home. And have a great day. Bye now.